Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 17 of this Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. This is an army with a state, Prussia, or Brandenburg as we currently are. In the last episode, we had a pretty good episode actually. We embarked on a couple of wars. Mecklenburg and Pomerania are both our vassals now. We made Saxony into an actual state, so it contributes even more stuff to us. Our army actually, we completely ruffle stomped the Pomeranian Mecklenburg alliance, and that was also included Verden and Ostfriesia, East Frisia, and we took very little damage actually. So that was a really good war. It did result in a coalition against us. It is a tiny little coalition which currently consists of Lubeck and Hamburg. Lubeck being in a trade league, but leagues are defensive, not offensive, so I don't think they can call that in against us. Meanwhile, no one else is really annoyed enough to join, so I think that it's only really going to be those two, or possibly Anhalt Magdeburg. But even then, that's tiny, and I wouldn't actually mind if they declared war on us, because that would mean that we can just clean them out and take even more money from them, which would allow us to build our provinces up. Speaking of which, the provinces that we got from Saxony are fully developed, like building wise, which is absolutely amazing and will save us a lot of money in the long run. We have sorted out our nobility, or sorry, our estates, so they are just on the verge of being happy enough, but you know, I'll leave it at that. That's totally fine. And technology, right, so this is something I was kind of looking at the end of the game. You can see that most of the people around us are already in colonialism. And this is where we've kind of slipped up a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure how we could have changed. I'm not convinced that we could have. Lots of provinces around us are embracing colonialism. You will notice that we are not, despite being adjacent. The ones with the hashing are the ones that are embracing. The reason for that, and I had to look into this, where's this? There, is because we don't have a nearby friendly province that has colonialism. Like Bohemia, it's our rival, they hate us. And yeah, that's all Bohemia down there. Over here, Verden, we just beat them in a war. They hate us. So it's not going to be spreading to us. So what we need to do is try and boost some relations with these little guys so that they start spreading it to us. Bohemia, I think, is a lost cause. We won't be able to do it with them. With, for example, Verden and Brunswick would. Brunswick is themselves having a bit of problem with stuff spreading to them. So it's really halted here because relations are kind of so tense in northeastern Germany. Mostly my fault, I have to say, but that is going to be a problem, and that's going to put us further and further behind technologically, and that is dangerous at this stage because we are already 2 techs behind in military, and they're only going to get further ahead. And tech at the moment is so expensive. It is at 46%. It can only actually get 4% more expensive in the short term. So that is something that we do need to worry about quite seriously. And actually, considering what I was just saying, I'm going to increase relations with Verden. No, that's Bremen. Verden, you are adjacent to me. Improve relations. We'll try and get them above 0. Poland no longer considers Hungary a rival. Poland is now France's rival. Okay, Teutons are claiming stuff. Venice is now rivaled with Bohemia. Interesting. And Portugal is having a civil war. Cool. No real effect on us. Ooh, cheaper infantry and cavalry. Unfortunately, oh, we can make use of that. I really shouldn't have deleted the Saxon army. I did that a bit too early. I think we basically were saying that we need more infantry. What have we got currently? 1272. Yeah, I think we're going to get 2 more infantry. We can afford it. Yes, we can. Do it. As the state and its bureaucracy grow, there is an ever-growing need of people to oversee and administrate various lands and functions. The nobility have traditionally been more associated with military services to the state, but have increasingly made it clear that they still expect to be first in line when government offices are being handed out. The burghers, on the other hand, claim that the nobility considers such appointments as mere rewards and will use them only to enrich themselves. Instead, the burghers argue we should appoint men out of individual merit. The unexpected death of a trusted secretary has left a vacant position filled at the centre of this conflict, with the burghers supporting one candidate and the nobility expecting us to pick another. While both candidates are talented men, this has to be a political decision. So if we get a noble councillor, we get +1 diplomatic relations, which is nice because we are over our limit. Nobility gain loyalty, the burghers lose loyalty. The nobility also gains influence, which is fine. And it would allow the burghers to actually get more. The burghers, on the other hand, give us trade power, which is irrelevant. We don't trade. Or we could give it to the clergy, which increases monthly autonomy. That would really piss the nobles off. You know what? We're going to side with the nobles on this one. We'll actually get our loyalty above 50, which means we get more manpower recovery speed. So this will go up even faster. Crikey, we have a 53% manpower recovery speed. So actually, our full manpower pool will recover in 5 years instead of 10. That's really strong. Like, really, really strong. Nice. Okay, 2 more units. We'll have. Oh wait, did I make cavalry? You kidding me? I made cavalry. Wasting 50 gold here, but I don't need cavalry. Can't believe I did that. Did I literally just click the wrong unit? Must have. That's irritating. I know I'm going to get people going in the comments, so I'm sorry. Heading you off right now. I'm sorry. Okay. Colonialism is spreading in these two. Because your ports. There we go. Now we're starting to spread over here because Poland is a bit. And Poland, we're actually friendly with. Like, not best buddies, but we're friendly. So it's starting to spread to us at last. And then once we've started getting it, it'll spread more quickly through the rest of our lands. And we're getting it really, really fast, actually. And these on the coast. We don't have a port in a foreign capital, and we're not neighbouring a province with colonialism, otherwise ports will get it even faster. National epic. Our subjects have taken to telling tales and legends about Joachim the First, Nestor von Hohenzollern. The legend says that in Brandenburg's darkest hour he will return to our nation and deliver it from evil. Regardless of the truth in that statement, we could use it in our own propaganda. More prestige, lose a tiny bit of money and a bit of admin, sure. That sounds pretty strong to me, because we really want prestige. Like, prestige is a very good thing to have. More morale. Less mercenary cost. Less AE impact, that's another nice one. Oh, and institution embracement cost is reduced. Wow, okay, prestige is nice. I hadn't realised quite how good. Now, you'll probably hear that my voice is croaky as hell right now. I was out last night. And yeah, I haven't quite recovered. No hangover, just a very, very bad voice. Spread here is higher. Why? Because you report. Yes. And positive stability would increase that even further. No, we're going to save the points for the admin. Oh, we could get this one, which would give us the cheaper dev cost, except I'm not going to be able to use that. Production efficiency. Actually, we produce a fair amount of production. No, don't be tempted. No. What would I miss? Oh, that's nothing. Do it. Okay, so we have got this. Provincial trade province power has increased. Oh, that's because Pomerania just embraced tech. Our vassal. Yay! So that should spread to us. And we have Goose Step, which means our infantry fight even better, which is definitely why I needed more infantry. Okay. Production. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of one more cavalry and replace you with an infantry, because my infantry are a lot better than cavalry at this point. We'll do that. Oh, we can go up to 26. 24, 25, 26. Cool. Alright, we're starting to build a pretty big army here. This is very nice. The other thing I do need to do is improve my relations with my vassals. I'm not going to be able to do it with Pomerania for a while, but Mecklenburg I can. I think I need to stop improving relations with Poland. Unfortunately, just so that my vassals can have a bit more. Comet sighted. Oh, Comet. Devil's kith and kin. Bah. We really are like the last holdout in Germany to get this. Not quite, but close. Don't like all of my neighbours having it and me not. Actually making a fair amount of money now. Why is my economy so much stronger? Don't know. Oh, because I have less cavalry, probably. Interesting. Lübeck's left the coalition, which means I think it's only Hamburg that's in it, and there goes Hamburg. So we are now cool with all of our neighbours again, so we can start thinking about going after the Teutons. I mean, he's burning down really quickly, actually. Surprisingly so. You are still allied with the Livonian Order and Muscovy. I really want to go after you before Poland does. I really need to get more claims. Okay, Verden is now happy. We'll recall you, and then we'll start fabricating on the Teutons and prepare for a war against you. Hopefully before Poland, and if Poland declares war, then we war deck like straight away. And this is one that I will be calling my allies in because we want them to tie up Muscovy while we go after the Teutons and the Livonians. Oh, for... Ah! Come home. You, come over here. Raise army. Get ready for a war. I'm just going to claim the land that I want, which is all of that. Don't want these two anymore. They're in Poland's territory. Actually, that's going to help me with my relations with Poland. Okay, and then we're going to declare war on you. For Danzig. For me, not for Pomerania. Actually, if I give it to Pomerania, then they have to core it. I don't. And then I'll eventually take it through annexing them. Wait, you're allied with France? When did that happen? Oh, you cheeky blighters. I waited 3 days and you got an alliance with France. Why? France is a defender of Catholic faith. That's why. Do I want to go up against... How is Poland not fighting France then? France is already fighting the Ottomans though. France is busy. Naxos and France. We'll do it. And hopefully they don't join. We are going to call our allies though. Call you. Oh, you don't want to join. Distant war. Oh, you owe me though, Brunswick. You don't really. Now, do I want to give Danzig? Yes, I'm going to give Danzig to Pomerania because it is an expensive province. Alright, let's go. Let's turn this down a bit. Go, 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 go! Denmark has hired troops from Hamburg. Cool. We are going to split our forces here because I'm going to try and take as much of this territory as I can. Yo, Poland, can I please have access through you? Thank you. Right, and I want my sieging guy. Okay, I screwed this up very slightly. Let's get you to go over here. And sieging guy. And you. Seeing as we have so many generals, we may as well use them. Come over here. Group. Detach. Head over there. Right, you are taking Ermland. Really want Königsberg as well. Like I'd much rather have it than let the Teutons take it. Did France join? France did join. And I've just noticed that Poland's actually leaving there. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab you and rush you into Königsberg. And hopefully we can take it before they do. Danzig is ours. Let's group you up and move you over here. Oh, we could get another military. Oh, siege ability. No! No, 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 no. Institution spread. Come on, institutions. We're saving up points now. You're done as well. Brunswick wants to send me their troops, but Brunswick's already been hired out to Denmark, which is lovely. So Brunswick basically is in this war regardless, which is awesome. Brittany wants to loan me some money at 4%. No. Terrible. Nope. Don't even look at that. Come on, Mordred. Discipline. Homeland's now under our occupation. No, we'll stay here because we don't want to suffer the extra attrition. So this looks like Poland is just fighting Muscovy up here. Meanwhile, France. War with us and the Ottomans. Like, the more damage that we let Poland-Lithuania do against Livonians and the Teutons, the better. Military access from Hamburg? Sure. No idea what you need it for, but sure. Alright, Mecklenburg is now positive relations. I'm going to start improving relations with Pomerania as well. Just so we can get these guys on side, hopefully. Pomerania is hugely negative towards us. Mecklenburg, however, is less than 50% loyalty. So, sorry, liberty desire. Which means that they actually join the war. Yay! They send troops and do stuff. See, no troops in Mecklenburg. You want to rent me out some armies, Burgundy. Yeah, you want me to hurt France. I know what you're after. Looks like the Danes are losing the naval war. Oh, a loan from Genoa, that probably would have been fairly cheap. Condottieri from East Frisia. Everyone loves the fact I'm at war with France. Now this would, if I was playing as Bohemia at this point, this is when I would jump in against me. Man, we're making a lot of money. We're at full maintenance, we're making that much money. We're not even raising war taxes. Okay, I'm not going to complain. The more money we have, the faster we can get the institutions embraced. And England's just sending me money, again, because no one likes France. You see what I was up against in Clash of the Titans, damn it. The ability to mass-produce the written word would revolutionize the spread of information and in many ways the early modern society as a whole. Pioneered by the Renaissance by men such as Venetian printer Aldus Manutius, the new art helped fuel the Renaissance by making translated classics more widely available. Later, the Reformation benefited greatly from the ability to spread critical publications and translations of the Holy Scriptures. Now that printing has matured as a technique and spread throughout Europe, editions have grown and hundreds of thousands of copies of everything from religious and political pamphlets to instructions in how to behave or scientific treatises are circulating the continent. With print shops growing ever more commonplace, rulers have found it hard to contain the new technique as the comparatively easy means of production means censorship can be sidestepped by moving business across a border or even just changing the name on a title's page. We gain 300 power, 20 prestige. Countries that have not yet, yeah, that's fine. Wittenberg gets centre of printing. Institution spread plus 10%. Wittenberg. Is Wittenberg here? I don't think it is. It is! Yes! Haha! I got one because I reformed Protestant really early. So we get plus 10. Well, Wittenberg gets 10% faster institution spread, and that means that we're probably going to jump through colonialism and printing press like super quickly and like super close to each other. So we're going to be at the cutting edge of technology for about 50 years. That's fantastic. That is really, really good. And now people like Bohemia are going to have the opposite problem because they're not friendly with me, which means I'm not going to spread it to them. Haha! Excellent. Okay, that makes me really happy. I'm really, really happy. Like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Happy. Where's the Teutons army? Loan from Cologne. 5% interest. Nah, fourth. Yeah. 20%. Right, which general are you? Are you the sieging general? No, he is. Go on, hurry up and siege. We're now being blockaded. Loan from Burgundy. That's terrible. Where's the Danish army? Oh, it's down there. Ryazan is entered an alliance with Muscovy. Why are we on negative? What are we losing? Battles. So we probably will need to go up here and crack some skulls. I'm just going to stay as far away from France as possible to give them no reason to actually enter a war against us. Well, they're in the war, but to actually commit to the war. How strong is France right now? I dread to think. France, 70,000 men, 72,000 manpower. That's rather a lot. So basically, their entire side is France. If France was not in this war, this would just be a complete cakewalk. I can't believe the fact that Poland's not in it. Oh, is Poland Catholic? Is that why? Oh, it might well be. Another one's flipped to Protestant. Bohemia. Flip. Oh no, Bohemia's been converted. Sorry, they haven't flipped. I think they will. Yeah, the Reformation's doing really well in this game. Like, one of the best Reformations I've seen, I think. Cool. Right, we have successfully done all of this. Let's merge you guys together. Make sure we have our bestest general in command, which is, yep, you. The Elector himself. Now, we want to go up here and crack some skulls. Can we get there? The long way we can. May as well speed time up. I mean, actually, we could just take Lekgalen. We'll take Lekgalen. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this army once you get to Stolp. Split. And then the second army is going to have the siege general, and then I can just flip them around as needed. But we'll move you both to Lekgalen for the moment. Oh, here's Muscovy. We'll have the absent merchant. Influence has gone down, Diet has gone down, granted monopoly has gone down. That means the estates are ready to support us again. And you, minus... Yeah, we'll call the Diet just so we get the extra loyalty. Then we'll demand military support. And then from you, loyalty is lower than... Sorry, influence is less than 25. We can give you the monopoly charters, which bumps you up to that, and we'll grab that. And because I don't care about development cost or trade efficiency right now, oh, we need to have at least 30 loyalty. Never mind. Let's head over here. Got to keep on checking that France hasn't decided to join the war, because that would suck. In fact, what I want to do is I'm going to leave the good sieger here. Could actually move to Ostrov, or Sukhov even. Let's do that. Where is Muscovy's army? There you are. I see you. You know what? Attacking with this army is probably enough. Where are you going? Lekgalen. We'll wait here until you're locked, and then we'll go and support. This should be a victory for us, even though we are fighting at -2. Because as soon as the reinforcements arrive, there we go. Our army is just stronger than theirs. Same tech level. We have 60,000. Come on. There we go. Muscovy ran. Let's grab Sigmund again. Move you over here. And we'll have you... Actually, no, we'll just leave you here in Poltosk in case these guys try any shenanigans. And then we can very quickly react to wherever they may attack. Loan offer from the Pope. A lot of money, but rate of return is dreadful. No one trying to siege us down. Excellent. Karen is no longer renting out troops to Poland. Poland's doing a number against Muscovy, which is good. Teutons are on low. Let's see what you say to a peace deal. I only actually want... Oh, I could take all 4. That would be no. That would be a humongous amount of AE. Even that's a bit much. I mean, if I wait a little while, it'll be fine. I just don't want Austria in the coalition against us. We could end up in a war against Bohemia. Bohemia still allied with Poland. They are. Nope, they're coming again. Ah, the Papal State decided to just send me the money. There we go. Now we're crushing them. You guys are the same tech as us. This is our, like, superior army just showing through here. Crush. We'll be seeing that a lot. We could go up and support them if I can get there in time. Oh yeah, we're smacking Muscovy. I mean, this is all free war score. That's why I'm quite happy to get stuck in these fights. Return to Letgarland and wait there. This place should fall any minute now. Come on. Let's go. Before France decide. Oh, here we go. Here comes France. Yes, Ottomans, you may have military access through us. By all means. You're attacking us? Really? You have way more troops here than you. That was suicidal. Oh, you're just trying to save your fort, aren't you? Yeah, that wasn't going to end well for you. So you don't have a bad general. Ah, now Bronzo could join us. Bit late. France is starting to siege stuff down, so I think I'm going to have to turn around and go after France after we've taken Letgarland. It's a nice barrier to people going to the Teutons. Come on, 70%. Let's go. We can take this. Here comes Muscovy. How are we doing here? 79%, 81%, 50, 5, 9. Printing press is spreading nice and quickly around there, which is lovely. Muscovy attacked us again, and you are once again outnumbered. Not a lot of damage though. But my morale is 4.1 to their 3.6. We have more discipline than they do, so our military tax is higher. Plus we have the plus 20% combat infantry. Combat ability, even, for infantry. Here comes... Nope, they decided not to follow through. Come on, 70% chance of taking this place. Let's do this. Who's that? They have guns. There we go, Letgarland's ours. Let's go down here and go and crush the French. If we can. They do have quite a lot of men here, though. So I do need to be careful. I think we'll merge our armies here in Stolp. In fact, what I'm going to do, thinking about this, is we'll go to here. We're going to grab the infantry. We're going to consolidate you, just a straight up consolidate, and then move here. Now, what this does, did that happen for both units? It did not. Let's leave you here as well. And then we'll merge you here. Then what that does is it frees up any manpower. We'll now go to cavalry and artillery rather than the infantry. And I can just bring in some mercenary infantry instead, which use money to reinforce rather than manpower. And that's how you get around the manpower issues. I know I've explained that before, but it's just such a nice tactic. And this hopefully gives us the manpower to really beat down the French. And in fact, their second army is withdrawn. So I'm hoping that once we're all combined here in Neumark, we can just rush over there, hit them before they take the fort, which we'll have plenty of time. And because that's our fort, we get the defensive bonus, not them. So off we go. 28,000 against 15. Yeah, you're running. Stolp gets forts in disrepair for 10 years, or we lose 10 army tradition. I mean, we get the army tradition back, but it's annoying. Yeah, we're gonna catch him, I think. Let me catch him, let me catch him, let me catch him. Yay! Oh, except we get the penalty this time. Well played, France, well played. What's your military? I think you're probably on 11. Oh man, you're on 12. That's dangerous. We need the sodding institutions. France ran, but they could probably have held us. Right, are you ready for a peace deal yet? No. We're right on the verge of Austria giving up. Is this all Denmark's work? No, that's all Poland. Come on, Denmark. Get your stuff together. Whose army's following me? Saxe-Lauenburg. Here comes a much larger French army. They've woken up and realised that we're here. Oh yeah, loads of French. Let's withdraw a bit more, so that they get stuck in Berlin. And with that, in fact, I'm going to have to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then please do consider subscribing as well. It's a bit of a race against time to get colonialism, so that I lose that horrible, horrible 50% penalty. How close am I? I could in fact buy it. I think I probably should. It is well worth taking out loans to make that happen. Oh, one more. And because we have economic ideas, loans aren't actually that expensive for us. So taking loans and really leveraging money is a worthwhile tactic. And there we go. Boom. We are now colonialist. Printing press, we're not quite there yet. And it will actually give us 5% cheaper stab cost, which is nice. And with that, we can now go, you go up. Oh, they have another level of infantry and more tactics. Okay, that's a big one, actually. That's a very big one, level 11. Level 12, even. How far off are we? 3 years. Can we hold France off 3 years so that we can grab that? I don't know. It would really help if I could do this, though. 63. No, that's 11 years away. Bugger. It's just because you're terrible at military. Anyway, that is the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing as well. If you have any tips or advice for me, do let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.